Using the Developer API basically just means that when you publish a challenge, you can hand off information to your website. You might do this because you're raising donations and you have a payment gateway on that site and you want those details to be pre-filled out, or you might be asking people to sign a petition or get more aware about a particular topic by signing up to your newsletter. Either way, it's important to gather information back into your website. So let's go into the challenge. We're going to edit the challenge and we're going to go through all the typical screens. On the last screen here, you get presented with an area where you can put in the web address that you're going to hand off the information to. Now your developers will have to add a short amount of code and you can get that information from the Developer API section. But just know that this is the page where you would do the survey or collect the donation. Once you've done this, you can close out of setting up the challenge. And you can close out because that's all saved now. Now let's look at what it looks like for an individual user when they do a deed against your challenge. So what does it look like for them when you've set up the Developer API? So we go into the challenge like a user would. We click on Do a Deed and they get presented with the normal fields to begin with. We did the deed for themselves. They're going to skip that they did it for somebody else, so they did it against the challenge. They put in here that they raised money by doing a dress down day at work, and they raised a certain amount of money. They click Next to register the deed. They can add some multimedia, photos from the day, videos from the day. Click Next. And you can see here you're presented with the screen that says, would you like to go to Sample Charities website and hand off your details? And it gives a bit of information about what that means for them. All the fields are now pre-filled out, and you have in there first name, last name, address, and down below you've got your email address and date of birth filled out. This is a donating page, so we're donating the money. So we've pre-filled out automatically. Remember, you will have to get your web developers or your web team to put a small amount of code from our sample sections, although these fields can be filled out automatically for you and save the user from having to fill them out all over again. It's a good thing to do it this way so that they do actually fill out the form, particularly if it's a survey or something like this. Once they've completed this, they can submit the form and then close out of your website. Now that they're back at Goodwill Heroes, they can go to View My Deed, and they can be presented with all the normal things that happen when they do their deed. So that concludes looking at how to use the Developer API and what it looks like for the end users doing deeds for your challenge.